Wendleberry. Alison Wendleberry. Every day I saved a seat on the bus for Alison Wendleberry because she was my very best friend. Hey Elle, I yelled, I saved a seat for you. Every day Alison brought her bag and sat next to me. I like the window seat best, she said. Okay, you can have the window seat, I said, because you're my very best friend. Every day at lunchtime, I shared my sandwiches with Alison. Hey, Elle, I yelled, do you want to share my sandwiches? Alison checked my lunchbox. I like peanut butter best, she said. Okay, you can have the peanut butter, I said, because you're my very best friend. Every day I lined up to get the skipping ropes for Alison and me. Hey Elle, I yelled, I got the skipping ropes. I like the red one best, Alison said. Okay, you can have the red one, I said, because you're my very best friend. Sometimes in class, Alison whispered to Faye Dickens. They told secrets and giggled behind their hands. Mr. Rowley frowned at Alison and Faye. I didn't frown. I smiled because Alison was my very best friend. But one day, Alison didn't smile back. I said to myself, oh well, Alison is still my very best friend, I think. The next day, I saved a seat on the bus for Alison, just like always. Hey, Elle, I yelled, I saved a seat for you. Alison came over just like always, but Faye came too. Alison said, Faye likes the window seat best. Why don't you give Faye the window seat? So I did, because Alison was my very best friend, but somehow it didn't feel right. At lunchtime, I asked Alison to share my sandwiches, just like always. Hey, Elle, I yelled, do you want to share my sandwiches? Alison checked my lunchbox, just like always. But so did Faye. Alison said, Faye likes peanut butter best. Why don't you give Faye the peanut butter sandwich? So I did, because somehow it didn't feel right. Then I lined up to get the skipping ropes, just like always. I even got one for Faye. Alison said, Faye likes the red one best. Why don't you give Faye the red one? So I did, but it didn't feel right at all. The next day, I saved a seat on the bus for Alison. Hey, Elle, I yelled, I saved the window seat. But Alison didn't notice. She sat in the back seat with Faye. They whispered and giggled. At lunchtime, I didn't share my sandwiches. I ate them all myself. I ate peanut butter one first. But Alison didn't notice because she was too busy sharing her apple with Faye. I hope there was a big worm in it.
Huh?
A great big worm in it. Soon I lined up and got the skipping ropes. Then I sat on them. Alison
Apa dah?
Certainly
noticed that, so did Faye.
Certainly, do you understand?
Sure. They told me, get off those skipping ropes. We want them. I said, no, go and play ball instead. Allison gave me a very angry look, but Faye said, I don't feel like skipping anyway. Come on, Elle, let's play something else. No, said Allison, I feel like skipping. Then she said, get off those ropes. No, I said, well, I'm going to play ball. Ball, said Faye. You can have your dumb old skipping ropes. Elsa looked at me. I like skipping, she said. I moved my lunchbox just a little. I moved my drink bottle just a little. But I didn't stop sitting on the skipping ropes. Allison learned closely. If you give me a skipping rope, I'll be your very best friend, she said. She whispered. I said, I thought you already were my best friend. Allison said, I'll be your super best friend. Okay, I said, and I stopped sitting on the rope. I like the red one best, I said. Okay, said Allison, you can have the red one because you're my very best friend. The next day on the bus, Allison didn't sit next to Faye Dickens. She sat next to me. She said, you can have the window seat. So now Allison and I sit together again, just like we used to. We share my lunchbox just like we used to, and we skip just like we used to, but I have the weight rope. Allison Wendelberry is my very best friend, I think. Finish.
Thank you.